Gambling used to be something you went out of your way to do. You had to walk into a casino, buy lottery tickets, or place a bet with cash. There was friction. There were limits. Today, gambling fits in your pocket. It is always on, always available, and for millions of people, it is no longer entertainment. It is becoming a quiet epidemic. Most people do not think of themselves as gamblers. They think of themselves as sports fans, gamers, investors, or just bored people passing time on their phone. That shift in identity is intentional. Gambling no longer looks like slot machines and poker tables. It looks like sports betting apps, online games, crypto platforms, day trading apps, and prediction markets. The behavior has not changed. Only the packaging has. The modern gambling economy thrives on accessibility. A few taps is all it takes to place a bet, spin a wheel, or speculate on an outcome. There is no closing time, no physical boundary, no social friction. When gambling becomes this easy, it stops feeling like a decision and starts feeling like a reflex. The gap between impulse and action disappears. What makes this especially dangerous is how precisely these systems are engineered. Gambling platforms are built around variable rewards, one of the most powerful psychological triggers we know. When outcomes are unpredictable, the brain releases more dopamine than when rewards are consistent. Near misses feel almost like wins. Small wins feel like momentum. Free bets and bonus credits soften losses and encourage continued play. Losses disguised as wins keep people emotionally engaged even when they are losing money overall. Sports betting accelerated this shift dramatically. Watching a game used to be passive. Now it is interactive and continuous. Every play becomes a betting opportunity. Touchdowns, penalties, player stats, time of possession. Instead of one decision, users make dozens of micro-bets, each one feeling small and harmless. But those small bets add up faster than people expect, especially when they are made emotionally in real time. The same mechanics now exist beyond sports. Online prediction markets frame betting as forecasting and intelligence. Platforms like Kalshi allow users to stake money on future events like elections, inflation rates, court decisions, or economic outcomes. The language feels analytical and rational. You are not gambling, you are expressing a view. But money is still tied to uncertainty. Wins still release dopamine. Losses still sting. Confidence still turns into overconfidence. The brain does not distinguish between a football game and a policy outcome. It only recognizes risk and reward. This framing makes prediction markets especially dangerous for people who would never consider themselves gamblers. They attract users who see themselves as informed, disciplined, and emotionally detached. But belief becomes identity. When money is attached to being right, losing feels personal. That emotional attachment encourages doubling down, not stepping away. Technology has also changed how quickly gambling escalates. In the past, losing money took time. You had to physically return to gamble again. Today, losses happen in seconds. And when money exists only as numbers on a screen, it feels abstract. That abstraction makes it easier to spend more than intended, especially when interfaces are designed to feel calm, clean, and reassuring. Marketing plays a major role in normalizing all of this. Gambling is framed as skill, strategy, and hustle. Ads show confident winners, not quiet losses. Influencers highlight big wins without context. Platforms emphasize control and intelligence. The message is subtle but powerful. If you lose, you just need to try again. Adjust your strategy. Learn from the data. This framing replaces caution with shame, and shame pushes behavior underground. The same psychological structure now appears in places people do not recognize as gambling. Day trading apps use bright visuals, instant feedback, and confetti animations. Crypto speculation replaces odds with volatility and charts. Online games introduce loot boxes and chance-based rewards, often to teenagers. The behavior is rewarded early and often, conditioning the brain long before real money stakes appear. The consequences ripple outward quietly. Financial instability, relationship strain, anxiety, depression, isolation. Many people caught in gambling cycles are not reckless. They are stressed, bored, lonely, or financially pressured. Gambling offers escape and hope, a moment where things could turn around instantly. In an economy where stability feels increasingly fragile, that hope becomes hard to resist. What makes this epidemic especially difficult to see is how gradual it is. There is no single moment where someone becomes a gambler. It happens slowly. A free bet, a small win, a large bet, a loss, a chase. By the time the behavior feels out of control, it is already woven into daily life. This is not about individual weakness. It is about systems designed to maximize engagement, not well-being. Platforms profit when users stay emotional, hopeful, and impulsive. Regulation struggles to keep pace with technology. Responsibility is pushed onto individuals who are up against billion-dollar behavioral science. Understanding this does not mean gambling, sports betting, or prediction markets are inherently evil. It means the environment has changed. Friction is gone. Exposure is constant. Safeguards are thin. The real danger is not losing money once. It is losing control quietly, without noticing when the line was crossed. Gambling no longer announces itself. It disguises itself as entertainment, intelligence, investing, or opportunity. And in a world filled with uncertainty, that disguise becomes harder to resist. The gambling epidemic is not driven by chance. It is driven by design. And once you see that, it becomes impossible to unsee.